please enter, have a seat, have a Caramello Freddo coffee, and come with Coach F for this about 45 minutes of fun. Already see someone in the chat. Oh, Anna and Pauline, how are you? For you, it's almost like 6 p.m., right? YOLO, Anna Gorski, my great personal advisor, professional help for the Agile Lounge for Business Agility. We're doing great work. And this is the thing. I would like to keep up every Friday, and I would like to apologize for my Dare Real Agile podcaster, the runner out there, those who do spinning and work out, listening, my rambling and my everything. Yeah, definitely forget about it, LinkedIn. Come on YouTube. It's not there anymore, so I don't even see the chat. So, and it's all good on Twitter. Is it still? Yes, it is. So it's still good everywhere except for Microsoft LinkedIn. So I will stop ranting about Microsoft LinkedIn, and we are going to be in the moment and the quality of presence to all my Mexican and Caribbean colleagues and fellow. I hope this weekend you'll be careful. There's tormenta in Espanol, so in English it's a tropical storm that might change into number 4 hurricane, especially in the Yucatan Peninsula. So please protect yourself, grab some extra water, battery and stuff, because whether it's a tropical storm or especially the big one, you are going to have a huge issue, a huge problem. So yeah, I confirm to you, like, LinkedIn doesn't work today. So come and join me on YouTube, please, and rewatch it on Rumble. And this episode, maybe we're going to do an audio bites for my Dare Real Agile podcast. Oh, and by the way, yes, it was ready, but we are so busy, my coaches and I, other Scrum Master, for those who apply the great Scrum, real Scrum, things that work. So you could call them Scrum Master. Otherwise, it's coaches and consultant and business agility and conscious leadership and executive coaching. So, and plus I'm on training. I'm doing a lot of training to improve myself as a whole being, and also in a professional development to serve you better, my client out there that might watch it right now, including my future client, because our funnel is full and we might have too much right now. But who complain about it? Because again, Peter Drucker in the business school, he was teaching us the first priority of a business, whatever the business is of any size, is to create your customer. And definitely, even if my website is not at my satisfactory right now, and we are going to have a lot of things coming up this summer, we're going to take the summer to do a real renovatio of the brand, offering clear services, especially in workshop, including the famous Talent Agile for talent candidate experience and talent acquisition people, because we are teaching you what is a real coach, what is a real product manager, and how do you recruit those people with the right mindset. We're going to provide you with cheat sheet and grid. So anyway, a lot of things coming up for September for our 6th year. We're celebrating 5 years of Agile Lounge and 22 years in my case of practicing Lean, Scrum, and agility. But we are agile and practicing and uncovering new ways and applying patterns and techniques. So apologize for my podcaster. You expect every last Friday of the month an audio file. It was supposed to be the Improve Agility podcast. It will be. It's there in a pipe. It's just like I didn't have time to push it to my person who helped me putting it onto WordPress and everything. So we're going to do this today, hopefully, or this weekend. But we're going to have extra things, and expect also some kind of short cast on both the audio of the Dare Real Agile and here on Friday Live Agile main channel of YouTube and Rumble. We're going to do a couple of things because there's some great bites, especially from the open mic that we did at the last Scrum Beer in March, talking about the age of imposition. So I'd like to isolate amazing bites we have together, to to improve our mindset, to improve our thinking, and to start having discussion on solution to free ourselves from this edge of imposition. And today, the parasitic agile, what the hell is that? Of course, it's inspired by a teacher at Concordia University. Let me see properly, because there's many kind of shit. Okay, another user experience issue. So it's Professor Gad Saad from Concordia University. While doing some cooking last weekend when it was raining, I listened to the podcast he did on Joe Rogan Experience. And so Gad Saad is the professor of marketing at Concordia University. He's also an expert in the application of evolutionary psychology and marketing and consumer behavior. So, and he wrote a book called The Parasitic Mind. It's amazing, like how you could kill the common sense. And as you know, as you know, at the Agile Lounge for Business Agility, one of our signature pattern is evolution over transformation. We are developing on top of the great idea from Daniel Mizik and the folks at Open Leadership Network. We are working into on top of and inspired by invitation-based change for the all 8 patterns of open business agility for leadership and enterprise of all size for every teams. We are going also to develop, inspired by this, the agreement-based change or agreement-based agility. It's all and the things. And anyways, that will be the thing. A lot of people wrote to me, we love TAMS and this and that. So let me finish about why I'm doing the Parasitic Agile. It's inspired by this book of the Professor Gad Saad and some couple of things that they kind of develop and a more holistic approach of our society, our politics and everything. But I think as a community of Agile, we have a lot of parasites. It's also a sense of, because we start again a new season of fake Agile and how to respond to fakeness with more authentic leadership and with more real Agile in the sense of the base reality of empirical process, everything. So yes, let's bring back empirical process into teaching, coaching, mentoring, and facilitating Agile with the real revolution of business agility. So I was inspired by that, and a lot of people wrote to me instead of telling me like, "Oh, you're late with your podcast of May." Yes, I know, and I'm sorry about this, because I'm busy maximizing my time and effort to serve the best quality to my clients. So could you imagine? So at the end of the day, I'm taking care of my client, and then it's me, and then it's everything I do voluntary here. And about that, I would like to thank you very much, Zulua, for your Bitcoins, and Baron for your PayPal tips. Very appreciated. And a big announcement today. And of course, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit the bell. I'm live every Friday. This is the 69th episode of the Friday Live Agile since I was exiled in Mexico last year. I started it to connect with people. And actually, that's really funny because I had more view back then with less subscriber. And still today, 75% of the viewers of the weekly show are non-subscribers. So please subscribe, hit the bell, because more we are, more interaction is there in the video. I love your emails. Don't get me wrong. I love to read your suggestions and with or without the tips. But it will be even more interesting if you start doing interaction on Rumble and YouTube, especially for us to beat the algorithm and our message of hope, our message of real agility, of this kind of great ideas, not just from me, but from a real community of rebel that like to bring up this this absolutely proposed solution of openness, real transparency, and real stuff. So this is what we mean by real agility. Is not we don't have the truth, but we have something more base ground about it. And by the way, next Friday, the 10th, I'm going to do a show to explain better. It's going to be an introduction to Enterprise Scrum. And for those who would like to participate in a demo of the agreement-based change or agreement-based agility, that will be part of my next level agility program and system, June the 16th. Mark the date. It's in about like less than 2 weeks. Only 4 spots left. A lot of new subscriber also there on Eventbrite. So if you are on YouTube and Rumble, in the description you have the link directly, and the pinned comment also everywhere will show the link. Only 4 spots left. In-person event. You bring your own beer. I'm gonna have a base of wine and other stuff. The crew staff will also give some popcorn, but you could bring also some food if you'd like. It's really an open space. It's gonna be, the cafe will be closed, so really bring your stuff, because otherwise it's going to be only water and the few bays of wine that I'm going to provide. So subscribe. You have to subscribe. You have to be on the Eventbrite list for the security guard to let you pass. And for those who subscribe, I'm going to send you a very special video, a private video, how to get in the crew when it's closed. And we're going to meld with a bunch of entrepreneur, other co-worker there at the crew, because it's a joint event. That's why they sponsor the space for us. So it's going to be very interesting. Already 16 people out of 20 are subscribed. I think a lot of people are coming back after 3 years. Yes, it's more than the pandemic, after 3 years. And we are going to play with the giant canvases on team working agreement and stuff like this. And we're going to mingle like this, just to explain this introduction and ideas of agreement base, how you onboard and build team, high potential team with high potential people in it that want to achieve. So Parasitic Agile, in line with some suggestions from a lot of people that wrote me since I restarted the new season of Fake Agile, with proposed value on how we could, as I said, be more authentic and be more real and use empirical process, substantial hierarchy instead of big structure, putting people first in that sense. It's not the structure that counts. The people should build a structure that will best fit them. So this is what we'd like to talk about today. And Awake and Agilize with AF, Agility for Fun with Alexandre Frédéric Joly. Yes, that's my real name, and I'm not adding it. So welcome once again after all of these issues. And I still see on my control monitor that people on LinkedIn are left alone. I'm so sorry about that, but this is it. You want to put your eggs in the same basket? This is what, yeah, we seems to be more in live now. Yeah, anyways. So I'm with you. So the inspiration of, let's get the music in the background from Chill Your Mind radio station, live from Palma de Mallorca. I'm going to show you a sound bites of the inspiration, and I'm going to detail how this type of concept could apply within, and let me see if it's ready. Yeah, okay. So, and how it's applying to the agility movement, and how do I define this kind of parasites? And that will also open up to some questions, conversation, I hope. And I'm going to show you a couple of very bad things, or for me, parasite, that are contaminating your mind. They are misleading executive. They are misleading leadership. They are misleading people in team. So let's hear it from my inspiration for the title, at least. If it's working, let me see this. Okay. So that's the episode. Still available on Spotify under Joe Rogan. So Joe, don't beat me. Yeah, okay. Let's hear a couple of things, and then we'll come back with my definition of the agile parasitic and some other real example that I'm calling out. I did call out a couple of
first, or maybe I'll start with the pun. I mix it up, but I find that my best writing is when I write in just an essay form and then extract.
And are you trying to write every day, or does it?
Yeah, I write basically every day. I do something every day. I mean, I'll take a day off, but I feel like if I don't sit
So here you have it, like for those who are a bright mind like me and connecting the dots, what Professor Saad like mentioned here, it's really important because it's a two-factor type of attention. It's all about the attention that you put into something and what is your intention. So here you have it, like whoops, sorry about it. So what is your intention into really helping, serving people, showing up in the world, helping them uncovering new ways with the business agility mindset, making people working together, making people agreed on stuff. So, and when we talked, and why is the purpose of calling a show Dare Real Agile? We have to dare to be real, and this wall of fakeness, and this wall of pretending, and this wall of faking till you make it. And then by reading some excerpt from his book, The Parasitic Mind, that it's already changing and transforming the way we interact together in society, I said to myself, this is exactly projected into the world of work and the world of business transformation and the world of digital transformation that utilize or not the Agile movement. And as you're going to see next week with my introduction to what is Enterprise Scrum for Business Agility, created by Mike Beadle, to explain the real importance of having substantion and making things of value that work with intention and being attentive. And when we call out respectfully and boldly, as Coach AF like to do, is because I'd like to spark your mind to free yourself from all these parasitic. The parasitic are these held by these two-factor in psychology, where a lot of people, especially on social network, including LinkedIn, and they push, like, well, what I call happy burgers, but you're never full, and you're distracted, and you're mislead, and you create inflation, and you inflate bad work, you inflate bad patterns, and then after you're going to write yourself on Medium or LinkedIn that Scrum sucks, Agile not working, like if a mindset, an adjective mindset should work. It's when people start yoga, for instance. Let me give you a little example. So they start yoga. They start yoga with who? With a trip they do in India, at Chapaparam, with the Shri, learning the real connection of the three bodies, Psi, Phi, and Shi. The physical, the mental, and the spirit. So when we talk about authenticity, real McCoy, the point of truth without saying that we have the truth, it's at least going at the base of what is the culture, what is the mindset, what is the adjective of Agile meant to be. So then the two-factor of psychology of creating a plaque of attention will make 80% of us doing marketing and sales. And again, objectively speaking, I'm not saying like marketing and sales is no good. You just have to watch my episode with Marina Alex with money and Agile and sales with Agile, the SWAY systems, system. I think it's great. What I'm saying is don't sell it with fear. Don't transform Agile from an adjective to a noun to make people anxious that if they don't do Agile, if they are not be Agile, they won't survive, like Steve Denning wrote at the beginning of the pandemic. Because right now, why am I so busy at Agile Lounge? Because everyone wants to do Agile. But they are not in the mindset. They don't understand that. And they're being fooled by a lot. But when I say a lot of people. And let me show you now practically what that means, a parasitic Agile. This is this kind of consultant. This is this kind of coach that creates something appealing in the two-factor of psychology that Professor Sad was describing. And all of the sudden, people think this is it. People think that they could have everything for free, whereas nothing is for free. So let me show you what I shared. And unfortunately, I only have some bots, a lot of views, but only bots who are trying to ask me to promote it into Recursor. That's kind of crazy. So you're going to see like the next level Agile thing. So let me show you it right now. Let me show it to you right now. All right, so with the delay. So here you have it. Okay. Free session, how to get Scrum Master role without prior experience. And the company is called Sprintify. You see, words, words, words. Okay. Only words. And the person that I won't name necessarily, I found it on Eventbrite, and then I did a capture, and they realized I spoke about it. I put it on my next level agility profile just to start a debate. Actually, I even call out Scrum Alliance because she's a member of the Women in Agile, which I have great respect for. Not her, because she's part of these parasitic mind, this parasitic thing that make believe like any professional, they could pivot their job and being a Scrum Master without prior experience. This is far from, of course you have to get somewhere, but for me, you see what I say is I embrace, don't get me wrong here, I embrace democratization of training and the Woman in Agile. However, I have a question to Kemi Raji. Why is she promoting POs and SM easy course, easy ways, with hopes to people that they can be coached in 3 days on Eventbrite for free? But we see after that there's a scam because they will offer you other trainings and stuff. And so, you know, it's kind of a business model that it's not really authentic. It's not really agile. It's not really based on leadership and helping others and the democratization of training. And so we are very inflamed. I'm aggravated by this mindset of fakeness that create bad reputation and serious of work, effort, and learning about our agility and Scrum community. Or maybe Agile Alliance, where she's a boarding member, they now promote this kind of agile industrial complex. Huh? I have nothing against money. I'm a capitalist myself. I'm an entrepreneur myself. But when it came to a mindset of business consultancy and helping people pivoting with my flip program, I know what I'm talking about. Don't sell it with false hope and fake just to make money yourself. Because it will be easier. You coach them. Not easier, actually. It will be more interesting. Let's say it like this. Because you know me with semantic words are important. So again, this example of free session, how to get Scrum Master role. And if you go below, it's even including the product owner and everything. So whatever you do now, with my 3 days free course, you'll be able to apply for a job. And then, of course, they will try to sell you a Scrum Alliance or Scrum Org certification path program and so on and so on. So it's going to be the money. But money not well earned. And polluting the market of people without being supported by Center of Excellence or Center of Enabling or continuous training. Now, of course, I'm generally speaking. Like, for instance, at the Agile Lounge, we have about now, I think, Anna, if you're still there, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we have about 36 people in our next level Agile coaching circle, and especially coaches. I said coaches. There's including Scrum Master, because Scrum Master is the coach that masters Scrum for an agreed Scrum. But that will be a topic of another show suggested by Marc Landrevion. Mark, I salute you and I thank you for your support and always being there, because he suggests that a lot of people still think that Scrum is agile, which is not the truth, and they apply the Scrum model like a one-size-fits-all. without being very aware of how to do this. So they force it into people. So it's all part of the issue that I try to help you solve and remove, and to get back to the empirical control process, to the invitation, to the agreement, and to the common sense. The psychological marketing behavior book of Gadsad on the parasitic mind could apply to the agile the parasitic agile of all of these. Make money fast, badly consult people, and let's create thing with buzzword just to be out there and make money. And I will have to admit that I'm part responsible for it when I created Agile Lounge, because I used the word agile. I remember like Mike Beadle was still there when I created it back in 2015, 2016. He said like, what the F? You're fracking bad. You are with me, you're with us, battling against the Agile Industrial Complex, and now you want that name? I said, yes, because I do sports too. So agile in the sense of sports. And then he gave me back to science. So that's why a lot of people think it's a martini glass in my logo, but it's actually inspired by that great conversation I had with Mike Beadle, where I put empirism and science into it. And of course, when you spend effort, time, and money and branding and stuff, I want it to be open. And I know I've got some colleagues in Eastern Europe. They have the Fredo Agile. So Fredo is kind of my nickname. So they have the Fredo Agile bar club with trance music, lounge music, and stuff. So I said to myself, if I have to go back to my entertainment life, or maybe having a cafe or something, because the idea was that too, having a lunch. And this is what I started at Bryant Park, and also here in Montreal, the Crew Cafe. You're going to see, for those who will come at the Scrum Beer, the environment is important to create a learning experience. So we have an innovative way of playing. So for me, the name was also a concept, like come receiving coaching, mentoring, facilitation session into an environment that is loungy with a music in the background. Actually, speaking of music in the background, let's put it back. So, for me, that was all things important, having a espresso, a cortado, if it's in the morning. And yes, sometimes after hour, we used to do some martini and stuff. So it's still around. The idea is still around. And as an entrepreneur, I have a plan B, a plan C. So I said, like, if this agile things is bore me, because it's starting to bore me, I might do something else. And I might open a space that will include agile, because it's my passion since 1999, since I embarked being a Scrum. And I know that Scrum is the mother of the Agile Manifesto for software development, and business agility is the outcome right now that we try to uncover. And my next level agility could be the antidote, especially the agreement-based change that will put back the empirical process, put back the engagement of people, creating real team of real, authentic, and powerful people that want to make a difference in the world of work, that touch everything in the business now. It's not just for software development. Stop it with your methodology and your practice. This is, and by the way, that's one of the mistakes of those people who are proposing so many new structure. Stop it. It's a parasite. It's a structured parasite. It's a meeting on it of parasite structure. As you could be into action, outcome driven. And let me show you another very goofy thing. I don't know if it's ready. No, it's not ready. Let me go there. It's the great Dutch guy, Martin Dalminge, who posted something that made me react. So where is this post? Oh yeah, so you're going to see when I say we are using word, whether it's an adjective, everything become a noun. And from those noun, what we do, whoops, sorry about this. Yeah, sure. So what do we do? What do you think we do? Huh? I'm going to show you what we do with that. We create stuff to sell, to make money. And again, I'm not against that. It's just the fact that it's inflate falseness. So I don't know if you see it now. So you see the post of Martin here about, I discovered that Scrum core team, very badly explained. They call it the SBUC. SBUC my ass. Scrum body of knowledge. what the fuck? And this is exactly my reaction. Reaction was, the fuck with that? Oh dear, dear, we are doomed, like C3PO will say. Probably part of our weekly show. Yes, here it is, Martin. How could you create such stupidity and claiming that this is Scrum? As Scrum, it's an open source. Okay, don't get me wrong here. I'm advocating the fact that Scrum, first, it's a lean system. From it, you could create any framework configurable to your business context, your environmental context, your cultural and societal context, the type of VUCA, the complexity, the volatility you'd like to actually, solve. Because Scrum works great when you have specific goals, agree on incremental delivery, okay? And it's product management over project management. So this is why it's a very specific recipe for discovering and deliver value faster. But when we say faster, it has to be smart first. Okay? The famous book, Twice the Work and Half the Time, was not necessarily about productivity. It was about common sense. One of the 5 values, could you tell me in the comment below, one of the 5 values of Scrum that inform that pattern of fastening, time to market, for instance. But to be fast, you have to know what you do, and you have to be one of the 5 values of Scrum. Tell me in the comment, I'll leave you 5 seconds. For those who were focus, it is. Focus, your attention span, your intention, your understanding. So you focus on what you have to do for a specific time box. So the systems enable you that. And product development. Project management won't necessarily help. You're going to fall into a water Scrum fall type of thing. And if you put Scrum inside this big structure of program, increment of save, it's going to be a doom to fail. So, and what I'm saying here is all of these parasites that goes around, and I see it because when I consult myself, whether I'm doing pre-sales and professional services, or whether I'm at a client and they struggle with things, it's because they've been contaminated by all of these structure parasites, all of these procedural process framework that have nothing to do with the system base of Scrum that could enable a company like Salesforce.com, CVS Car-Mart, Spotify, even Apple without naming it, because that's the thing. And then when people talk about a Spotify model, as far as I'm concerned, Spotify is still to these days a Scrum managed based company. Period. Like my folks in Austin, Texas, of Urban Acolyte, Marky, Jimmy, salute you. After 6 years working with them, consulting them, coaching them, training them, it's a Scrum-based company. Do they call it Scrum? No. Do they sell out the Urban Acolyte model? No, it's theirs. For their own software, for their own feature base, they agreed together. Now it's a Scrum at scale, enterprise Scrum, okay, of 825 happy worker in Austin, Texas, and worldwide, because they do real remote work. They have this culture mindset. They have this people and care culture. So, I mean, it's feasible because I'm doing it. And I'd like, and the raison d'être, la raison d'être of the Dare Real Agile is to call out the violation of that lady who sell dreams, false dreams. You better have come with my coaches here at the Agile Lounge, because we are going to provide you a roadmap, a path, according to your needs. You are going to come and do mandate with us to gain your experience. Certification is not enough, guys. If you see a certification just to be flashy on LinkedIn and say, "Oh, I have a paper," you don't have 3 days of experience. You have to, and it depends on who is your CST if you are with Scrum Alliance. Have this in mind. How much practical was your training? How much follow-up is there out there to support you? Are you working also into an organization, if you're a perm, that have a center of enabling a continuous learning experience where you could do circle of coach? You know? So it's not just 3 days in an hotel or 5 days into a remote Zoom kind of session. Then you get certified because the 35 questions are easy. No. And then she offered what? She offered a base experience. Free session how to get a Scrum Master role without... I mean, it's not meaningful, but I'm open to debate. I'm open to a conversation. I would love to have a conversation with that Kimi Raji. Huh? And any of those people who promote a parasitic agile of just using these buzzwords of Scrum and Agile, like a kind of organic SEO that will bring people to them, to the wrong place, to do the wrong way, having the wrong explanation of what is the mindset. That's what I'm saying today. That's what is a parasitic agile coach. On top of all the fake coach, all those who improvise themselves with a fake it till you make it, bunch of loser. I'm happy for me and my client. I'm happy for those who really co-create the antidote of this parasite. And the Friday Live show, Friday Live Agile show, the Real Agile podcast are there for that mission. We are on a mission of calling out the violations. So be very careful of what you post on LinkedIn, Medium and everything, because we are coming after you. We are coming and not pointing finger, but telling you that there's other ways. There's more objective ways to learn it. And it's also have to be tailored with what you want to achieve. What is the purpose of doing something? And again, there's no agile transformation. There's no scaling agile. There's your people way of working to evolve, evolution over transformation. And there will be using the playbook of one of your volunteer group of ambassadors that could actually scale the mindset of this process, this empirical process, but with having in mind that all the team, it should be decentralized. That's the key. Because a stream of a platform might necessitate other type of process. So we have to discover it. We have to get ready. We have to agree. And then you do it. And while you do it, you inspect and adapt, and you redo it. It sounds easy to say and hard to do. Si pero no, oui and no, yes and no. Because when you are with capable people, when you are with people, you get the buy-in and you have the support, the bottom-up, top-down support everywhere. And when people agreed, if they don't agree of the rule of the game, of your team agreement, of the shared vision, and if it's just a job, that's why you lose. So we try as coaches to enable you by suggesting you to try those things and to adapt it with your coworker and your people, having in mind that at the end of the day, you are there having a job, having a pay, or making money because you are fulfilling a need, and you do it better than your competitor because maybe you pay attention, you put intention, focus on what you do, you commit to something, and you deliver that outcome. That's why I'm inviting everyone to do. Not sell for sale, because it won't get you nowhere. Whether it's the materialistic world, the mental world, or even the spirit world, I don't mind to talk about it. You have to balance all of this. Being true to yourself, being real, your real self. More you touch base that, more you'll be a great professional as well. Because I think that those consultants who bring up the fakeness and the parasitic pattern, it's because at some point they received it. It's like my mom used to say in psychology, people who are hurt will have the tendency of hurting people. I had a great discussion yesterday with a client in downtown Montreal. She said, like, oh, there's too many stakeholders that they seems to bring their shit at work. They seems to bring their miserable life, and they want to make people miserable. And I had to work on myself too, with my temperament and everything. I know that. I'm conscious. This is what being authentic and vulnerable. And I did call for help in my personal life, Nobody's perfect, but we have to aim at perfection while we do this experience here on Earth. And within the Agile movement and business agility, Daniel Mazik called me crazy. I'm bringing craziness. But yes, because I know who I am. And it's pissed off a lot of people. Because when you know your true self and you stop faking it, you will also bring the right people to you. You will also work with the right client with you. So change one thing in your thinking and your attitude, you could change everything surrounding you. So let's see. There, I see a couple of people on LinkedIn. It's 25 people listening. Would you like me? And please tell me in the chat right now for those who are watching live on June the 3rd, 2022, if you want me to open the Zoom link to have a little conversation for the last 10 minutes of the Friday Live Agile Show, episode 69, with your host, Coach AF. Would you like to do that? I'll give you some time to reflect on it. And tell me also in the comment, oh no, maybe not that one, because I might edit the beginning where again Microsoft LinkedIn linked out failed us. So and by the way, if you'd like to have a one-on-one with myself or any other coach of the Agile Lounge, you're more than welcome. If you're on Rumble and YouTube, you have link in the description to take a free discovery session with me. So let's walk the talk. Because if you need coaching and mentoring as a Scrum Master, Product Manager, Product Owner, we are here for you too. It starts from a free session to a very low cost, and even that, it could be tailored to your reality. And we offer sometimes to work with, especially if you're in Quebec, in Montreal, we could work out with some schools, public schools and stuff, to make it happen. So again, we don't know you yet. We don't know your needs. So that's why we offer a free discovery session. Is go to 30 minutes to 1 hour for individual professionals that like to improve their skills, having a great professional development path. So we'd like to hear from you, listen to you, understand your needs, and propose you the right path. There's no one size fit all at the Agile Lounge. And on that, I know who you are out there, especially on YouTube. 75% of you watching 50% of the content, which is great numbers. Time of attention, but you're not subscribed. So please subscribe, hit the bell, share this video to a stranger to inspire them to beat and to watch themselves of this parasitic agile. And if you like it, smash the like button and tell it to others. If you don't like it, smash the down button, but tell me in the comment below why and what should I do to improve. And again, for all of those out there who's still suggesting me subject, as I tried to do today, so for those who had proposed to bring this kind of psychology of behavioral type of thing on being a parasite with the fakeness, what is the root cause of it? And as I said like 5-6 minutes ago, we aim and we try to propose you this value of just bring back common sense and be empirical, observe. You know, the empirical process in science, if you don't know it, read about it. Don't read shit about Agile Coach. No, not even me. Read for the source. When you see a word, when I talk about substantion, go read substantion in physics to understand how you could apply it to the human behavior of your team, of onboarding the team. I mean, you have to do your own research. You have to do your own understanding and go confront it out there with people like I was trying to do today. Well, I even invited people to constructively confront me. I'm open to constructive criticism. Of course, if you just hater gonna hate and I don't care about you, it's just good that you give me some numbers when you come. But and the bots who sell shit, I mean, you could go F yourself. But any other people who would like to engage in a conversation, the invitation is there. The Real Agile microphone is there for you too. So again, all the links are in the description to contact me. It's so easy. And you could just duckduckgo.com or google.com or bing.com. You enter Agile Lounge and you have every mean possible to contact me and engage into co-creation, maybe, who knows, of anything else. All right, so if among the 20-some people who are watching live now on this June 3rd, doesn't seem that nobody is asking to interact on Zoom, where your face is never shown. I could open it like a phone call, but nowadays, who use the phone, right? Who do hotline? So we do Zoom line, and it's only the audio because I will open the Zoom here, and we're gonna hear you interacting live. It's better, smarter, and faster than having you chatting and me replying. It's the old way. The new ways is, if you want to, I open the Zoom, I put it in the link, you join me, and no, your face is not there. Your face is only there on agreement. Again, agreement based of the rule of the game. If you want to participate at the Real Agile or the live show, and here you go. So again, that was a spark idea, and my dear Real Agile, yes, you're gonna have 2 podcasts for the price of one, so to speak. You're gonna have the agreement base episode of May 27, late this weekend, and next week be with us June the 10th. And for those who are a subscriber of our mailing list, you're gonna receive the invitation, because that's gonna be an important show, a very more structured show, not like those Friday coffee, chilling your mind music type of brainstorming ideas. No, I would like to try to present you what is Enterprise Scrum, one iteration of it within an hour, and maybe 45 minutes, because I'd like to keep it open to some question at the last 15 minutes on the Zoom call. That is my way of interacting with you from now on. So so you could prepare your questions, send it to me. Where is this? Oh, excuse me a minute. Yeah, so you could send me your question here at coach@agile-lounge.com. Any question, actually, that could serve also for the Ask Me Anything episode that's coming probably towards the end of the month, as we go deep in the summer with vacation, with holidays, with a lot of stuff. So we might have more kind of this type of M&A. So probably June 10 will be the last structured team show that we're gonna do, and as you know, I'm gonna be grid off at the end of the summer, towards mid-August to beginning of September, grid off totally. So will be again a time where there is no live show, there is nothing. And maybe if my assistants want to put a couple of those short casts, short clips, short vlog that we're gonna do from our show, especially with guests, when we have an interesting 5 to 15 minutes on bite. So expect it. Can't wait to do this. And on that, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I wish you a wonderful weekend. And remember, you are powerful, you are beautiful, and you are free to be whoever you wanted to be and to do whatever you wanted to do in mutual respect of one another. Cheers, Coach AF is signing off.